As I travel around this great country of ours, I always keep an eye out for my friend Paul Bunyan. And here in Buffalo, New York, I've located a Buffalo Bunyan here at the Len & Co. Lumber Company. See Paul up there with his mighty blue ox, babe. Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the north. More specifically, we're in Buffalo, New York. We've settled in to the Airbnb, getting ready for the big eclipse tomorrow. And honestly, I wish the eclipse was happening today. It is a perfectly warm, beautiful day here in Buffalo. The sky is completely clear, but forecasts for the eclipse, not as positive. I actually looked at the path of totality, where the eclipse would be traveling over the United States, and there's actually a path of clouds all along that strip. So that it looks like there is almost nowhere in the United States. I think Maine may be the only place where there's actually a clear shot of the eclipse. But weather could change. We're on the lakes, the weather can move quickly. You know, it'll be interesting to see. I've decided I'm not going to chase the eclipse. My brother, he apparently decided to chase the eclipse. He went to Montreal. I guess he's traveling to Montreal. Maybe ending up moving further than that to see the eclipse. But I put my money down on this Airbnb for almost a week. So I decided that I'm going to stick it out here. We're gonna see. Weather can change. I'm not noticing. I know they were talking about a lot of like people coming into town here in Buffalo. It's not appearing to be overcrowded to me. Be interesting to see what the actual turnout of people will be. I don't know if the clouds are going to keep people at home or if it's going to be crazy tomorrow. We have not yet decided if we're going to stay here in Buffalo to see the eclipse or if we're going to travel over to nearby Niagara Falls. But it'll be interesting. Be interesting to see kind of what happens with the eclipse. We're gonna have a good time. I promise you. I promise you. We will have a good time at the eclipse, no matter what happens. There may be little clouds, but we will still be there to witness an amazing celestial event. But today I came down here to downtown Buffalo, New York. Over here joined by the most iconic figure in all of Buffalo, Shark Girl. This is a piece of public art. She originally was in Cincinnati, and the people of Cincinnati, they liked Shark Girl, but it was considered a temporary piece of art, and they said, you know what, Shark Girl, we've loved having you. It's time to go. Apparently, what do they say? Fish and house guests start to stink after 3 days. Apparently Cincinnati said, Shark Girl, you're starting to stink. You need to go. But Buffalo, New York was actually looking for a new art piece and contacted the artist that created Shark Girl, said, would you be willing to make something for Buffalo? And she said, you're in luck. Shark Girl's being evicted and she can come live in Buffalo. And Shark Girl has been here, has been a Buffalo icon since 2014. And here she sits, ready to take photos with anyone here in Buffalo wanting to hang out when I sit on the rock and swap yarns with Shark Girl. She's got the body of a doll, the head of a shark, the eyes of a doll. Sitting here. There's actually this is an ice skating rink that's behind her here. Looks like it's been drained. A little bit of water down there, but this has been drained. So in the winter here in Buffalo, get some harsh winters here, but the winters here in Buffalo, people will be skating here underneath of Shark Girl as she sits and watches over her city. But speaking of dangerous things that lurk in the water, just right across the street from Shark Girl here, we have the Buffalo Naval and Military Park. You can see these giant ships out here in the canal. So I guess we grab some tickets and take a little tour here of the Naval Park. Okay, it says we're supposed to enter the ships over here. See, there's a couple of military fighter jets, some Air Force jets over here as well. But I guess this is the Sullivan, is the name of this ship. We enter over here on this bridge. I guess I gotta head into this cavernous section here. One thing I've learned touring old ships is they're not the roomiest. So watch your feet, watch your head. Well, here's the sick bay. Is there anyone sick in there? Oh my gosh! Look at the. Just notice these feet. Feet right there. There's feet of a sick person. And you can see the other medical equipment in here. Let me get a little peek, different angle of the sick bay. And yeah, you can see it scared me when I saw those feet sticking up. But you can see the guy back there is sick. It looks like he may have a bloody head wound. This may be serious, more serious than I initially thought. This door's locked. I guess it leads to the gunnery department. Oh, look at there's Felix the cat with a little bomb there. I guess back in here, this is the radio room. And you see a little telephone back there. So the ship is called the Sullivan, and it's actually named after these 5 brothers. These 5 brothers all served on the same ship, and the ship went down and they all died. So the family lost all 5 brothers, and so the ship wasn't being built when that happened. They actually named the ship after the 5 brothers. And it's talking here about there's no Sullivan law, meaning there's no law saying that siblings or family members cannot all serve in the same regiment. At the end of the ship there, I believe that's called the I'm the King of the World area. Unfortunately, they have it chained off so people cannot recreate that scene in the Titanic. See the big gun here on the front of the ship. So it looks like there's 2 ships. This is the Little Rock here, and we're currently on the Sullivan. Oh, look at this. You can see the little cage here in between the 2 ships. I guess that would be how you would transport goods from one ship to the next. All right, head up the stairways to see the polywogs and shellbacks. Aren't polywogs aren't those like tadpoles? I don't know. It's probably means something else.
Go this way, and then we go that way.
Peek in here. Okay, it's like the little captain's area in there where you can steer the ship. It's all green. It's all lit up in green, maybe because it's called the Sullivan, kind of like an Irish theme here. Yeah, looking out the front window there. Got that big gun right in front of you. All right, and back down we go. Oh my goodness. Slightly treacherous. Get a good view of these fighter planes from up here. Apparently you can actually climb up onto this gun here. I don't know how to operate this equipment. Ow. Some mops here for swabbing the deck. Man, if you serve on a ship, you gotta love really steep stairs. Alright, going back inside here. Oh, the kitchen here. See the pots and pans. Oops. And big mixing bowls where you can make some delicious ship stew. You can see these are for display only, so no eating the dried chives. Well, over here they do have a spatula, so you can pretend like you're flipping burgers on a ship. Here's the pantry. Oh, some U.S. flour. Guess they need a lot of flour. Maybe making a lot of bread here. Ah, Navy beans. I guess that only makes sense when you're in the Navy. You eat Navy beans. Better than Air Force beans. It's the lifeboat here. And look at this, decorated with the shamrocks. I guess because they were Irish brothers. Even the paddle has a little shamrock on it. This is the barber shop in here. You get a cut and a shave. You can see some postcards there of good-looking ladies. Alright, looks like it's time to cross over to the next ship. Crossing from the Sullivan to the Little Rock here. As you follow the yellow line for the tour, the yellow line leading us into this crevice. Oh, yeah, watch your step there. Oh, just spotted a crew member in there. The mannequin operating those missile controls. Guess this is where the missiles would be loaded. Oh yeah, there's a missile right there. Kind of eerily quiet here in the missile room. Come out the other side here, we can actually look out into the canal. Oh boy, look at that. That thing means business right there, pointed right at the Skyway Bridge. Alright, looks like we're headed below deck here. Oh boy. Alright, in here, I guess this is where the crew would sleep. Oh yeah, just all these rows and rows of bunks. Just imagine having to sleep this close to other people. People have been working hard all day. I bet it was quite the stench in here at some point. This room has some model battleships. I don't see any models of the ship we are currently on, but still pretty cool. Here's the dining hall in here. Kind of a nice setup. Yeah, you can even choose if you want a table or a booth. I've learned my lesson too. When you're on a ship tour, a battleship tour, you follow the line there. You do not deviate, or you will definitely get lost. So I'm sticking to the yellow line. Well, let's see what's for dinner tonight here. Oh, I got some hot dogs, some hamburgers. You're gonna have some lettuce and tomato on your burger. And the yellow line takes us down here. A museum section in here. Again, models of like the planes and ships. Some of the uniforms over here. This soldier looks a little young to enlist. Here you have Lieutenant Brown.
This is Korean culture. Yeah, it's very small.
Exhibit on the Korean War here. This woman dressed in traditional Korean garb. Guess this is the canteen here. Soldiers could buy toiletries and whatnot. Oh yeah, there you go. There's toothbrushes, some toothpaste there. A lot of Old Spice. I guess that bunk area would have smelled strongly of Old Spice. But apparently, the thing that soldiers truly loved was cigarettes. Wow. Looks like a little miniature cigarette museum in here. Well, let's see what the soldiers were listening to. Some Elvis, some Ted Nugent, Bad Company, the Carpenters, Barry Manilow? Wouldn't have thought Barry Manilow. Oh, just Kenny Rogers, too. You can see that windy yellow line. I guess these are like lockers where they would keep all their personal items. Some more museum exhibits in here. This Asian dragon head down here. And, got some soldiers here behind the glass. Oh, this is a female soldier in the army. These cool diving suits here. Now, you know, when I see these, I think of these like a really old, almost like, these are almost like steampunk. But it says that this is from the 1940s. So this is still what we were using in the 1940s. I don't know, for some reason that kind of surprises me. Just think of it as being much older than that. And this guy here, you can see his little mustache there through the porthole. In the most luxurious room on the ship, the officers' lounge here. They hang out here, drink champagne, and play poker, while the other guys are all sitting 2 inches from each other in those hanging cots. Oh, okay. Saw the ships earlier, but they didn't have a Little Rock. But here is a model of the current ship we were on, the USS Little Rock. Oh, this is interesting. This is General Tomoyuki Yamashita, who was an imperial Japanese general during the World War II. Was at the forefront of the invasion of Malaya and Singapore. You can see a newspaper article here saying that he was hanged for, I guess, for his war crimes. This is a Filipino newspaper here, and right here is a rope actually used to hang General Yamashita. Wow. Let's see over here. Notice this flag. It says United States Marine Corps Devil Dogs. My grandpa had a devil dog tattoo on his arm. I remember I asked him what it was. He always told me it's a devil dog. And it said USMC on it. And I always asked him, Grandpa, what does USMC stand for? And he would say, Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. It's always his answer. See these soldiers here. I remember mentioning the other day when we went to the Monroeville Mall, the Dawn of the Dead Mall, how in the movie they had the amazing 70s, 80s style store mannequins, and how they've kind of vanished. You don't see them anymore. Well, this is where they go to retire, to small local museums. Use the old-fashioned fashion mannequins in their displays. Case in point. Remember reading in Roadside America how they talked about how there's a shortage of male mannequins because most of the fashion mannequins were female. So when you go to local museums and things, you see many more female mannequins. And the male mannequins aren't necessarily as of high quality, or sometimes the male mannequins are actually females that have been altered. Here we are on the USS Little Rock sick bay. We saw the sick bay on the Sullivan. Let's see what's happening in this sick bay. Oh my gosh. A little midship brain surgery going on in here. Look at that. This is a bad situation. There's some more sick mannequins in here. This guy at least looks like he's in good spirits. And the only thing scarier than getting brain surgery on a battleship is getting some dental work done on a battleship. Oh man, we keep going down below. I feel like we must be like underwater by now. Oh, here's the ship's brig. So some underwater jail cells. Yikes. Yeah, this would not be an ideal place to be imprisoned. Look how tiny this cell is. And I don't see a toilet. I'm just saying. But looks like he's passing his time away reading a book. Yeah, this guy doesn't like being imprisoned either. Wonderful trove of mannequins in here. This area 24 in here. Oh, look at Officer Slenderman over there. Now here's the captain's quarters. That is Captain A. Winfield Chapin. We have been released from the bowels of the ship. Look at our neighboring ship, the Sullivan, over there. Now it's time to check out the submarine here in the canal. This is the USS Croker. As we walk down here and enter through another ladder. Yeah, here we can get a good view of the ship from above deck there. Again, they're not messing around with those guns. Here is the King of the World point here. It also recommends taking a picture. You can see the lighthouse over there as you head out of the canal. Oh, look at this. There's a bunch of kayakers down here kayaking around the ship. All right, down into the submarine. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's terrifying. All right, the USS Croker. How do we get down into the submarine here? There we go. Yeah, one thing, you know, battleships are tight. Submarines bring claustrophobia to a new special level.
Yeah, go check it out.
No.
Down here, you can see they have a model of the Croker here. You can see, I guess we entered down over in this area. Just turned green? Oh, now it's turning blue. Here's the bathroom. Apparently the bathroom's known as the officer's head. See the toilet down there. Why is it called the officer's head? Is it because the crew likes to imagine they are taking a crap on the officer's head? All right, here we go. He's in here.
Commanding officer.
Yeah, an absolute masterclass in claustrophobia here. Little tiny kitchen. There's the dining area there. Nice bowl of fruit to enjoy under the sea. This is the commanding officer's stateroom here. The stateroom is almost like a broom closet. You have the ashtray there. Imagine like everyone in a submarine smoking. It seems like that would be horrifying. How can you breathe if everyone's like smoking cigarettes in this like metal tube under the sea? Oh, who's this in here? This guy, what is he even doing? God, look how tiny this door is.
Violet, come here. Bye-bye. Come here. I think come here. No.
Guess this is the control room. Yeah, it looks like operating a submarine is very complicated. Little food preparation area here. The dining hall opens up just a little bit. And then look at this. You got some, I guess, like a storage area with vegetables down underneath this grate. Here is an old photograph of them hanging the battle flag above the croaker here. And here is the battle flag. See the fish there carrying a missile? He's got a little bag that says Doc Croaker. And I guess these are all the Japanese vessels that they have taken out. Yeah, special delivery from Dr. Croaker. A fish in a top hat. Here in the torpedo room. And you can see the shark face on the torpedo there. It reminds me of Shark Girl. Alright, I believe it is time to climb back to the surface.
Alright, this one's for Daddy. Gotta go all the way back there.
There's one more thing I wanted to check out while we were down in this part of Buffalo. Now this part of New York is pretty much the carousel capital of the world. As traditionally carousels made here in nearby North Tonawanda. So I did want to check out the Buffalo Heritage Carousel. It's normally closed this time of year, but they've actually opened it knowing that people would be in town for the eclipse. It was $1 for a ticket to ride the carousel, and look at this. I didn't realize this is a solar-powered carousel. I don't know if I've been on a solar-powered carousel before. So this carousel actually dates all the way back to 1924. It was built by the Herschel Spillman Company in North Tonawanda. We visited that museum, but this apparently is completely intact. It's been restored, but all the figures are originally from the same carousel. They weren't necessarily like pieced together or brought back together. These are all part of the original 1924 carousel. I guess they've updated it with solar power, so it's a little bit of the past and a little bit of the future mixed together. You see up there on the panel, they have a scene from Niagara Falls there, the Maid of the Mist sailing near the falls. Let's find us a ride. How about, oh, look like the hippocampus is taken. I guess we will grab this ostrich here. All right, and here we go. See the Wurlitzer Oregon over there? playing us around. Brings back good memories, just like the summer of carousels all over again. Over here's the Heritage Corner, a little miniature carousel museum. Love these armored horses here. There is a little miniature model of a carousel there. I see a couple of giant dogs there, a little kid climbing on, Granny sitting back in the chariot. So what a beautiful day here in Buffalo, New York. Can you just imagine if the eclipse was today? It would literally be perfect. But we'll just have to see what tomorrow holds. So yeah, I had a wonderful day out here next to the canal in Buffalo, New York. Tomorrow is the total eclipse of the sun, and I will be joining you tomorrow and show my adventures in trying to enjoy the eclipse. We'll see what happens. It's all up in the air. You can't predict the weather. You can't control the rotation of the Earth. You can't control the sun, and you can't control the moon. But we will control everything we can control and hopefully have a wonderful eclipse experience tomorrow. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more gets you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also, we sell enamel pins in the Etsy shop. I do personalized messages on Cameos, birthdays, anniversaries, just for fun. Send it to your friends, send it to your loved ones, send it to yourself. All the information for all that is in the description of this video. And of course, all those things help keep this train on the track, this battleship in the water, and this carousel rotating in the sky. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.